everybody, welcome back to Talk with Nia. So let's start off with Saweetie today. So a TikToker weighs in on Saweetie's rap career and how colorism had an impact on her career. Now, people have noticed that Saweetie's career has taken a big downfall since the start of her rap career, but let's see what she had to say.
So I want to talk about colorism, specifically pertaining to the rapper Saweetie's career. So for those that don't know, Saweetie is an American female rapper. And while she's had many successful moments, right now we're seeing her career take a very big downslope. And I want to talk about why. So for those that don't know, she was in a public relationship with Quavo. And there were rumors going around that she has slept with Quavo's brother Offset, who, by the way, is a married man whose wife literally had to pay men to beat two women up because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants. But I digress, you know? So a lot of people have been bashing Saweetie because she came out with a song recently and she was speaking on a certain relationship, but not many people, like she wasn't specific, but people assumed that it had to be either about Lil Baby or Quavo and Offset. So a lot of people are saying that this is why her career is plummeting, but I actually want to provide a different perspective. I think that Saweetie is a very beautiful woman, and I think that she's also very smart, and she definitely knows what she's doing when it comes to marketing. However, I don't think that she's the best rapper. I don't think that she's the most talented rapper. I actually think in terms of rapping, she's very mediocre, and I'm not trying to be rude or anything. This is just facts. But Saweetie was able to get away with being a mediocre rapper in terms of skills while also having a very exciting lifestyle and personality that could gravitate people towards her brand. And truly, I think the reason for this is because of light-skin privilege. And a lot of you are going to say, oh my God, here you go again, bringing colorism into everything. Oh my fucking God, it's not about... If Saweetie was dark-skinned with the same talent, I promise you she wouldn't have had the same success. And society wouldn't have given her a chance at all. And it is okay to acknowledge that, y'all. And it is okay to acknowledge that our light-skinned counterparts do have the luxury of being mediocre and still being successful in black spaces. And before anyone starts, we are not blaming light-skinned women. This is not their fault. This is a system-made problem. And honestly, it's so stupid to act like this isn't the case because you know, if you slap some light skin on Flo Milli or Amaretta or Tink, even Asian Doll, their careers would look so different and they would have so much more success. Don't lie, you know it. And let's also remember Saweetie's success does consist of hits, not albums. And anybody can make a hit and make it successful. But an album, that's different. So when we see low album sales from her, but we see millions of followers on her Instagram, we all get confused, but really the answer is in front of us. We didn't fall in love with Saweetie because she was talented. We fell in love with her because she was the pretty, thick, light skin who was very confident and had the lifestyle that we all like to watch. And we mainly just supported her music because we liked her, but not because we liked her music alone. You know what I mean? But let me know what you guys think in the comments.
So what are your opinions on Saweetie's career in this video that this TikToker made? Now let's move on. Now Leo was also asked about colorism and how it plays a big role for female rappers today. And this is what she had to say.
Okay. Do you believe in colorism? And do you feel like it's easier as a female rapper to like make it big when you're like of a lighter complexion?
Believe in colorism. Colorism is very real. It's a very real thing, for sure. And it definitely is easier for, not to take away from anybody who is a light-skinned rapper, but it's definitely easier for a woman with a lighter complexion to blow up quicker than a dark-skinned woman, for sure.
But like, why do you feel like that? Because like, I be getting into it with people, right? I used to get made fun of at school because I wasn't black enough. Bitches used to try to cut my hair. Like, people be thinking that, like, light-skinned girls don't go through colorism. We go through colorism just... I don't know if it's, like, as bad as, like, brown-skinned girls.
It's not colorism. It's not colorism. If you're light-skinned, it's not colorism.
So what is it called?
If people was picking with you, then that's, like... But it's not colorism. Like, colorism is discrimination against darker skin. Complected, like darker complected people.
So you're basically talking about reverse.
Well, reverse colorism then.
I remember, like, this was like 2011, 2012 when Drake was like making like the softer rap music. I remember that being a conversation like, oh, he's a light-skinned rapper.
Right.
I remember that starting that conversation around that time. But as far as like what women are experiencing, I think it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's easier for a light-skinned woman to blow up as a rapper,
through the music industry.
to navigate through the music industry. And I definitely have seen. I've seen women like I've seen dark-skinned women have, because I'm like right in the middle. Honestly speaking, I'm like in the middle. I'm not obviously like I wouldn't even consider myself like, to say that I'm like a dark-skinned rapper would be doing a disservice to the women who are darker than me, who are rappers,
right,
and that are really fucking talented. I've seen them have to work 110 times harder and lyrically be more skilled lyrically, have better visuals, and you know what I'm talking about.
I know. Fill me in.
No, one of my favorite new artists. Her name is Bree Runway, and
I love her.
And we don't hear about her nearly.
I love her. She's also from the UK, but she's
cool.
super fucking talented. I love her. She's awesome. She's amazing. But she's amazing, period, in general. But I know that if she was lighter skinned, that she would be. Well,
you would know.
Well, let me not say that specifically. Let me not say that.
Now, a lot of people had their own comments about Megan and her lack of education when it comes to colorism in the industry and just colorism in general and all of that stuff. So what do you guys think about colorism for rappers? Do you think that there's a difference when it comes to female rappers versus male rappers? You think colorism really only applies to female rappers versus males? How do you feel about that in general? All right, let's move on to SZA. So SZA gets body shamed for getting a BBL. Fans are also thinking that she lied about falling out of the bed and hurting her leg at that award show. Y'all remember that?
What happened and how are you doing and how did you walk in those heels?
Well, I fell out the bed. It sounds foolish, but I fell out the bed. But like when you're already asleep, your cognition is not where it should be.
And are saying that this was the time she actually got the BBL. Now, other fans are pointing out that, people just need to support SZA. People are noticing that some people are for her with the BBL. Some people are against it. Some people like when she was skinny. Like, people are switching up. Okay? Now, SZA also was spotted in Hawaii with her producer, who's credited on 7 songs on the SOS album. And there are rumors that they may be dating. I guess these pictures got people feeling like, are they more than just, people that work together? Is there something else there? So what do you guys think? I also wanted to talk about Cardi B. So Cardi B goes on social media and she said that food prices are too high. She basically said it's cheaper to eat out than to buy groceries. So have you guys noticed this? We all have seen that the prices of everything have gone up like crazy. Well, Cardi B felt the need to make a video explaining why she said this after people were saying like, you're rich. What are you worried about it for? So let's hear what she had to say.
Be complaining about food prices and y'all motherfuckers be like, ain't you rich? Why you complaining about lettuce? Why you complaining about this? That just goes to show me when you become successful, when you have money, you're gonna go broke soon because y'all not budgeting. I get a summary of the money that's being spent in my home every week. So when I'm starting to see that like groceries is like tripling up, it's like, hey, yo, what the fuck is going on? I want to see for myself what the fuck shit is being spent on. And like when I go to the fucking supermarket, like I went to the supermarket, I'm seeing that everything tripled up. That like lettuce was like $2 a couple of months ago and now it's like fucking $7. Of course I'm gonna say something. The fuck? Because if I think that shit is crazy, I could only imagine what middle class people or people in the hood is motherfucking thinking. So yes, I'm going to say something. The fuck? And I have a big platform. So I do want anybody that's responsible of these fucking prices to put that shit the fuck down. They're going to see my shit, they might put it down. So shut the fuck.
Alright, so let's move on. So T.I. and Tiny are going to court. Alright, they're going to defend the property rights of their daughter's former girl group called OMG Girls. Okay, so they had this group called OMG Girls. And this was ages ago, all right? But there are these toy makers out there that have these OMG dolls, and they're going to court because they are saying they have stolen the group's likeness. Now, these dolls do look similar to the girls in the OMG Girl group, okay? So we shall see what happens with that. Now, let's move on to French Montana. So French Montana was filming a video in Miami and 10 people were shot outside of the restaurant called The Lickin' during the video shoot. Now, I actually went to this restaurant when I visited Miami for the first time years ago, and this is not the first time that I've heard a shooting happening in front of this restaurant, okay? Now, I went, I think it was back in 2019 or 2018. Yeah, I think it was 2018, actually. And the food there was good, but this is not my first time hearing that there's been a shooting outside this restaurant. So what is going on, okay? Please, like, everybody needs to stay safe out there, whether you're an artist, a regular person, because it is just crazy out here with these shootings. Now, let's move on to the Billboard predictions for the Grammys. You know the Grammys is coming up. I think voting is done now. So the Billboard predicts that Lotto will take home the Best New Artist Award for the 2023 Grammys. Now, some people weren't excited about this prediction, saying that, you know, she doesn't write her music, she can't perform, whatever. You know, some people just may not be a fan of Lotto. But a lot of people were also saying that Anita deserves to win. So who do you guys think should take home the Best New Artist Award for the Grammys? Now, Billboard also predicts that Beyonce's Renaissance album will win Album of the Year at the 2023 Grammys as well. Now, she's got some competition in that category. So who do you think is going to take home Album of the Year? And will you guys even be tuning in to the Grammys? Now, let's lastly talk about Asian Doll. So Asian Doll went to social media and spoke about people calling her a hoe. All right, she said, "This is the first time being called a hoe in my 26 years of being on Earth. I wasn't even called that in school or in my city." Now, somebody commented back and said, "Girl, why are you sitting on this app lying? You switch guys more than you change underwear. You always been known as one. Make it a resolution to stop lying and craving attention for the new year." So, ouch. Okay. What do you think about this whole situation? You know, we recently talked about Asian Doll and Fabio Foreign, how they were seen dancing on each other and stuff like that. And I just think that a lot of people do come for Asian Doll in a negative way. I don't know if a lot of people necessarily like Asian Doll. But what do y'all think about that? And that is all that I have for today. Have a good weekend. Bye.